Is up, Hypixel Nation. I'm your host, Lego Maestro. Let's get right into the news. So guys, you all really seem to want an interview with AJS, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I got some really hard-hitting questions for them, so if you've had any questions you might have wanted to ask them, well, some of them might have been on this list, maybe all of them, who knows. But anyway, guys, I have 3 of their members here today. We have Afri, say hello.
Hello.
Alright, we got Sniz.
Hi.
And we have Kevos.
Hey.
Alright, we're going to start off with our first question here. So how all did AJS start? That's, a question a lot of us want to know.
Okay.
That's you.
Well, I'm the only, real AJS member here, I guess. So, I wasn't a creator of AJS. That was, E4 and, Madra. They were or whatever. They created AJS, right? Mm-hmm. This was about, I'd say, about a year ago. E4 led Team Impact. I believe he got sick of them, or a few of them, and then went to create his own guild, named it AJS as a joke.
Because once you lose concern or emotions for your account and don't really care about it, it can just go to waste. It doesn't matter. You can just give it up.
We were in there and I didn't even remember, just a minute ago, that we were in there because I got banned. That's how much I don't give it. I don't care.
Okay.
So I got banned in the summer, around June, when we got the Big Daddy Poke. He had a supply of brothers or alts. Me and a select few of other members that I won't mention, just for privacy sakes. I was on my alt, and we boosted in face off a whole lot. It was just a select few of us. We were all friends. We didn't really hack on alts much back in the early summer. We kind of just boosted on alts, face off for our mains and stuff like that. The other members played the game more often, E4, Ot, Aim It, Poke, people like that, and Horse Tamer, Maple Syrup, all of them.
Oh, Horse Tamer, that one that SwiftGaia exposed?
Yeah, as the summer progressed, we boosted, played, had fun. We were all friends. We didn't really invite random people we didn't all get along with because we didn't really care about anybody else. Started hacking on alts then. It didn't really get big until December. And I'd say November, we got pretty notorious with Maple, Horse Tamer.
Maple Syrup, the other guy that got exposed by SwiftGaia.
Yeah. Yeah, mainly the people that got exposed by YouTubers and that Mudkipper guy making a rant video on us. We kind of just kept the whole thing up, and then toward the end of winter break, so just a few days before the new year, we decided hey, let's make a YouTube channel and show this with people, or show what we're doing, because it's really funny and can be entertaining if we probably put some editing over it, put some music so people don't just don't get bored of people just hacking with full Minecraft sounds. That's kind of dumb. So yeah, we started hacking, getting a lot of attention, still uploading. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, so we figured out how to bypass bans through Kevos' method. So we would get banned by Watchdog, or if that ever happened, or we could get banned by a moderator or an admin or whatever. But so the ban message would show up in chat, but you wouldn't go offline, and you'd only get banned once the game was over. Once you get back to the lobby, you get banned or whatever. But yeah, you couldn't get kicked from the game or banned in game at the moment. But then admins started to disconnect our sessions because they figured out what we were doing. Started doing that, so we couldn't really bypass bans anymore. So yeah, that's the story of AJS until now.
Yeah, now it's become this huge ordeal where there's at least one member in every game b-hopping. So that does kind of lead me into my next question. You guys said you don't really have much of a concern at some point for your account, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what is your concern about other people? What do you feel, what do you think about ruining other people's games? There's kids that log on their mom says they can play 1 game a day, and well, how does it end? With some b-hopper flying around them, I mean, it's kind of
Although
heartless.
that like almost makes me care a little, it really doesn't. Because the way I saw it, at least, is when it came to protecting the server, that's the staff's duty. And
AJS in a nutshell.
yeah, that's the staff's duty. Like they're
Yep.
supposed to come down. They're supposed to take care of everything. They're supposed to make sure their anti-cheat is up to date. Their cheat detection is up to date. Everything's like working and functioning, and their staff team is active and actively banning hackers. But that's not the case. So it comes to the conclusion, kind of an analogy, like if it's bad, it's like obviously you have a moral compass. Like, are you gonna steal from something if you can do it and not get caught? But then if everyone else is stealing too and not getting caught, and people refuse to do anything about it, even though they know what's going on, then it becomes more of the sense of like, how can we get them to notice that it's so bad?
Well,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
also-
think there's any circumstance that makes it right. It's, just because they do have a problem with their entity. I will agree their staff and that, I mean, I've had great experiences with staff. It's kind of hard to find some online, but, they normally will just get people banned. But Watchdog, I'll say, has some problems. But, I mean, that doesn't, obviously it does need to be fixed, but that's no excuse for you to go, oh, well, it's got to be fixed. Might as well hack. That's...
You also have to
Well-
understand this has been going on for 3 years.
Yeah, like it's
Yep.
really not that simple. It's gotten to the point. It's clear they're not gonna fix anything unless we literally force them to. Like it's been like this forever. Like if you look at UHC, the game is unplayable. Don't go play UHC.
I've heard. Yeah,
sometimes,
I've played.
like,
It's
you do
pretty
mega
bad.
walls,
Yeah.
When you do like mega walls, we all get banned. Like, oh, like there must be a mod that fix mega walls. Like, hey, let's go to UHC. Every single game, there's gonna be 2, 3 other B-hoppers. Every single game. Like the
Yeah.
game is absolutely dead, and it has been for a year. They haven't done anything. They're not gonna do anything about it unless us make it so bad and so public that then they will move in and do something. The thing is, I mean, yeah, okay, it's us. We're ruining people's game, but any hacker can do it.
Yes.
It's
That
not
means all
always
hackers are bad.
us.
That's why do you think they get banned? Why is everyone's going against hackers? It's just like there's cops and robbers. It's just a good and bad.
I think
Well,
there's more to
wait-
it than that. There's
In
like
way I-
simplicity, I say that's about it.
okay, well, I mean,
I mean,
like,
I get what you're saying, but
there's
you gotta.
chaotic neutral, chaotic good, chaotic bad. You know what I'm
I mean,
talking about.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. In terms of morals, it's bad.
It's-
Not
it's-
gonna lie,
it just goes-
it's bad, of course.
Like
But
we
you
said,
know,
it just goes back to your
I
moral
mean-
compass.
Yeah.
Clearly are not doing anything to fix it. Why not? They're not gonna fix it. They're not gonna fix it.
Well, then let
And
that
then,
be something for them
if
to
you look
fix,
at it
but
this way-
don't, That's
Like,
like going,
the
oh,
way I
well,
see
the
it
bank's
is,
got pretty low security, let's just keep robbing it till they fix it. Like, no, that doesn't make any excuse.
The thing
Yes.
is we once did this. I think Kevos did it like authorized too. Like he was scaffolding with a great client, but he told him to fix it, and it got fixed. And then we tried that again, and it did not get fixed. We're doing
Right,
it for
well,
the fun of it, as well as the tension. Tension's everything. But
Yeah, that's why you're doing the interview, right?
yeah, you know it. I mean, the only other reason is just to get our word out there.
So, what are your guys' suggestions to the staff? The ones that are, on the other side of this, screen watching, going, all right, let's see what these hackers have to say. Going, all right, well, what are we going to do about this? What do you have to say to them?
First,
Well,
Kessie,
I would like
you're
to
a-
start. This
Oh, you want to start? Okay.
Yeah, I would like to say that. Well, when you say staff, there's moderators, there's admins. I mean, I have nothing against
Helpers can't do
moderators.
anything, so I'm referring to the admins, developers, and staff, like mods.
People that can do stuff.
Okay, so like
Right.
like the actual aid that are supposed to do something.
Little known fact, they had this command called /duty, and you could check when who was on duty as moderator, so you can
Okay.
message them. It was like the /staff that everyone's asking for, or staff list that everyone's asking for, and it was great. It was a great idea. You could have your moderators time in for a certain amount of time, and then once they're done and want to play, they time out, and they're no longer on duty, and they can play freely. But because they've worked for a certain amount of time, and you could hire mods from all different time zones, so you could keep this going 24/7, at least having one mod available at all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
They took the slash duty, some random helper used it, it got removed, and we don't know like what happened to it. It's just not a command anymore.
Yeah, and also that duty concept, as far as I know, every other server has it. Like, I know Mindflex had it at one point, and you could have used it to see if there was any moderators in your game. Remember that one?
Their
You just
cheat
don't
detection,
doing
watchdog,
nothing,
whatever you want to call it, is an accident. It was never intended to eventually become a learning AI. It was never supposed to be that. Learning AI banning hackers. What it was supposed to be, I can't even remember off the top of my head because it went through so many different trial phases. I know at one point it had to do with alternate accounts getting scanned and wiped and like getting kicked from the server. But it went through so many trial phases. I don't even know how it began. But
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about that, so I mean,
they don't have anyone dedicated to the cheat detection. Crypt is not working on Watchdog 100% of his time when he is working for the server.
They have this helper rank, which since the inception of the server has been stripped of more and more and more perms, and now I believe helpers can only mute. On any other server, if you want to help the server, apart from like donating, you can apply to become a staff member, and then you can help the server, you can help new players, you can help against cheating, you know?
Yeah,
On Hypixel, if you want to help the server, you apply, and then
you go through a month-long process.
Yeah, a month-long process to apply, then if you're lucky, you get accepted, and then you become a helper. From that point on, you have to wait at least 6 months where you are absolutely useless before you have a chance to become a moderator. If they wanted to fix the server, all they have to do, take their helpers, just give them the mod perms. Like, okay, there's gonna be false bans.
Well, they have,
already plenty
yeah.
of false bans. And the hacker problem, gone. It's gone.
Like, there are so many helpers, it's ridiculous.
If helpers could ban tomorrow, like AJS, over. It's done. Like,
yeah, helpers are so readily
available,
available, but they have to find a mod who is never available.
Just a clarification with the whole thing with Spooky Chinchilla. Since there's a ton of people that think he unbanned us, I'm just gonna straight up, I don't care about this guy, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, he never unbanned us. I have no idea as to why the heck he wanted to play with us, but I don't even know how to start it. I think he contacted E4 or something.
It doesn't matter. He's clean. He's clean.
Yeah, we started playing with him,
and he
was in our
he
Skype
kept
chat.
himself clean.
We played with him. He never hacked. He was fully aware that we were hacking, but I'm more than sure that he knew we were hacking, because why else would he join our guild?
Alright, well, I have nothing to add on that because I don't know anything about it. But, you know, if there are a lot of people asking, well, then it's good that you get that answered. So, the last question, ladies and gentlemen, the one that everyone wants to know, what would it take for you to stop hacking?
I think we can just end this one really quickly.
Alright.
Literally, as soon as you make it too complicated to do, we're done. We're not going to put that much effort into trying to hack. It's fun,
Yeah.
but we do have lives. As much as contrary to popular belief.
It's really simple. The moment where we can no longer hack, we're gonna stop. We're not gonna, like, try hard to keep going on. Like, it's not something we have personal against the server. I never had anything personal. It's fun, and it's so easy. Why not?
Alright, well, admins and developers, you heard it there. If you make staff have more perms for helpers and or you make it more complicated than hack, then AJS will vanish. So, guys, if you love Hypixel Alert, make sure you slap a like on it, leave your feedback to this discussion down in the comments below. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, Hypixel Nation now over 7,640 subscribers!